Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of a fat activist saying you've been brainwashed by people in power to not find fat people attractive. No, you're not watching a repeat episode. I found another clip of a fat activist claiming that everyone's brainwashed. We're also going to be taking a look at a few bonus clips, including one where someone is saying that their daughter told them they don't want to look like them, and another one where a fat activist is complaining about the price of chips, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
People forget that what you like is often based on what you see, which is why representation is so important. What we see is not a direct reflection of what is genuinely likable and attractive and good. It is a reflection of what the people in power want us to think is good.
And she said, this is why representation is important. So once I see enough people living in a larger body, eventually I will find it attractive. And you're talking about how they've persuaded us to not find you attractive. You're trying to persuade us.
And pure and attractive. We soak up so much more from the world and our environment than we like to think. We are not immune to propaganda.
Oh, it's propaganda.
People get high and mighty about things like disabilities and fatness, like they're somehow inherently bad and unattractive and not good.
Well, nobody was talking about disabilities. You don't have to try to lump them in there to make them part of your group so you're unquestionable or whatever you're trying to do.
Why do we think that? Because that is the message that we've been shown.
Oh, my own preferences are not my own preferences. Okay. All right, well, where are all the posters of morbidly obese boy band members on your wall? I've made that joke before, but fat activists are going to like Harry Styles concerts and stuff, not to some morbidly obese dude's concert.
But because the message is so insidious and there from the beginning of our lives, we don't question it, we just absorb it.
Okay. This feels like a lot of cope.
And when we just absorb something from the beginning of our lives, we think it's just common sense. So we don't interrogate it, and we don't want to interrogate it. But these are messages that we are being fed.
Being fed? Do-do-do. Shh. Sorry.
There is no innate body hierarchy, no truth, and this is attractive, this isn't. It is shaped by the media and our culture.
Whatever you gotta tell yourself, man. You keep on puffing on that copium pipe. So it's kind of funny and ironic that she says that we've all been brainwashed by propaganda from people in power to think that obesity is not attractive, and her solution to that is more fat representation. So she wants to brainwash you in the other direction. The media has brainwashed you into not finding this attractive. Solution? Brainwash you into finding this attractive. We need more of us on the TV. So eventually, begrudgingly, you will find this attractive. Okay, so we don't mind brainwashing people as long as it's in our favor. Honestly, I'm on board with that. You think that I am very attractive. Actually, no, screw that. You want to subscribe to my channel. And you want to watch all of my videos on a constant loop 24/7. To not subscribe to this channel would bring you great pain. Emptiness in your life you will feel. Hollow inside you are. I don't know why I started becoming Yoda at the end there. I'm sorry. Next.
Today my small daughter told me that she didn't want to be fat like me.
Get out!
Now instead of breaking down in tears or saying we don't use the word fat,
You uppercut her. Of course.
I simply looked at her and said,
What's that on your shirt? Mommy, you're fat! You know, it's moments like these that I have to sit you down and tell you that it's not really appropriate to be commenting on people's bodies like that. Yeah, but you're fat, Mom. Look at you. Oh, sweetheart, now, the term fat can be a very complex term indeed. By the way, what's that on your shirt? Yeah, you are fat, and that's why I don't love... Wait, what? What's that on my shirt? I don't know. Why don't I just go ahead and slowly look down at it? You piece of garbage, and don't you ever call your mother fat! I brought you into this world, and I can take you out. Don't you love that classic? When your parents threaten to kill you? Oh, Mom and Dad. Always threatening to kill me. That's a joke, right? You guys are joking. You keep saying it a lot, so...
What's that, sweetheart?
Really? Stop.
And she said, well, because I want to run fast. And you can't run fast, Mom.
A very legitimate point. Your daughter must have been watching my channel. I'm sorry.
And I kind of smiled and I said, well, you know, the reason why I can't run fast isn't because I'm fat. And she said, really? And I said, really? I said, the reason why I can't run fast is because I haven't practiced running fast. I should be running more often so I can practice. And she said, yeah.
Okay, so each pound of excess body weight puts 4 pounds of downward pressure on each knee joint. So obesity definitely will stop you from running. As we learned from glitter and lasers. As you all know, gravity is not real. So the only thing preventing me from running fast is the lack of practice.
You should. And I said, and did you know, just because someone has a thinner body doesn't mean they can run fast? She's
Right, but a thinner person will outrun a larger person every single time if neither one of them has any training.
said, you know, I have a friend that's thin and she can't run very fast. And I said, I know, and that's because you can't tell what someone can do just based off what they look like. And she
That's nonsense. If somebody is in a wheelchair because they are paralyzed, you can tell that they can't walk just by looking at them. So you can tell a lot about what somebody can do by looking at them a lot of the time.
She said, huh, I guess so. Mom, do you think you could start running fast? And I said, you know what? I think I can.
I think that we should try to lose weight in a healthy and sane manner before we go trying to blow out our knee joints. Glitter and Lasers has terrible knees to this day from the cartilage that she blew out trying to run. She just kept trying to do it, like...
And I put on my gym clothes, and I went outside, and I ran 4 blocks. Stop making excuses because you're fat. It's not the reason you're not doing things. The reason why you're
Okay, so gravity's not real.
not doing things is because you think you can't do them because you're fat, when really, you can just go do things fat.
I agree there's a lot of things that you can still do while fat or whatever, but running is definitely not one of them. Individuals with obesity are 20 times more likely to need a knee replacement than those who are not overweight. We're lying to children about the dangers of our lifestyle to make ourselves feel better, which is setting a terrible example for them. Next.
Will someone please explain to me how a 15.5-ounce bag of corn chips, literally corn, vegetable oil, and salt, is $7.29.
Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that junk food is not actually cheaper, like a lot of fat activists have been saying. You know what else you could get for that $7.29? A pound of cherries. You said that bag of chips was 15 ounces and something, which is just about a pound because there are 16 ounces in a pound. So like I said, go get a bag of cherries. The cherries will actually provide you with some kind of nutrition.
I didn't notice till I got home.
Okay, well then I guess the cost wasn't that much of an issue, right?
At the register, I was like, I looked at the thing and I was like, is that right?
You're like, no way, this is $7.29. Honestly, that's complete insanity. $7.29 for a bag of chips? That's the day that I give up chips.
And then I was just like in my head thinking about what I needed to do today. $7.29?
It is insane. I agree with you. But like I said, we could also buy some fruit or something.
For fried corn? Okay. Crisis over. Have a beautiful day. You're radiant.
Thank you. That's very true. I am radiant. Also, if that was your crisis for the day, consider yourself having a very lucky and charmed life, my friend. I only included that one because, like I said, it really just illustrates that junk food is not any cheaper than actual food. Next.
I made a TikTok a while ago about the things that fat people have to cope with And that one was centered around the way that people see us. But what's been weighing on my heart recently
is hypertension. Do. I'm sorry. No, I'm actually sorry. That was just a silly little joke. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, man.
Is the opposite. The very nature of these experiences make it hard to talk about. But there are times being a plus size person that you literally are invisible.
I was unaware of the invisibility cloak of obesity.
I'm not the kind of person to just attribute this to every experience where I am ignored or I feel ignored. These are things where after I've thought about them for a minute, I'm like, wait, why did that happen? And even questioned if I actually am invisible.
Okay, I think all of us have been straight up ignored by human beings in society before. People are just really stupid. It's not you.
Like there are times at work, at the store, on airplanes where I will say something and people will literally act as though I am not there.
That has happened to me as well, my friend. And I've known other people that have also experienced that were not living in a larger body. If you're talking to people like in a group and they just straight up ignore you and act like you didn't say anything, it's because those people are jerks and they think that they're way cooler and more important than they actually are. That's all it is. Don't take it personal. These people are dunderbeaks, bro. And they will do anything to fit in. Half the time they're ignoring you in a group setting just so they can feel like a big shot in front of the other morons. They're like, look, I dunked on this guy. Do you guys accept me now? Do you accept me now? Please accept me, group. That's the average person. They're literally that dumb. So desperate to fit in that they would hurt themselves and others to do so. Personally, I don't value the opinion of people like that.
Let me tell you something. I'm hard to miss. I would not call myself a quiet person. Recently had an uptick in these kinds of experiences, and psychologically, they have been very jarring because I don't expect anybody to be thinking about me all the time or whatever. That's not what I'm trying to say, but like, I've been in conversations where there's 4 people, myself included, and I say something for the first time and they jump. And we're like, oh, I didn't even know you were there.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
What?
Bestie, I hate to tell you this, but these people are not your friend.
What? I literally have like been questioning if I'm loud enough, if I'm just questioning myself a lot more. But like,
Don't. Any other time, I would say maybe we should question ourselves and see what we're doing wrong and how we can improve ourselves. But sometimes the answer is that other people are just jerks and don't let it affect you. Ignore these morons. Go on with your life, dude.
like not in a self-esteem kind of way, in like a, like I want to scream and prove that I exist kind of way. Like I'm having a nightmare where I'm crying out for help. And
Sister, I've been screaming into the void for years.
nobody can hear me at all, except I'm awake and this is my real life.
Dude, stop describing me so well.
And I don't know why it's happening. When I've tried to talk about this, people have been quick to say, well, maybe they didn't see you. Maybe I know. I already second guessed myself like that. And I'm bringing it to you because I felt invisible and ignored. And those kinds of comments only further those feelings more. I understand that part of it is me and the mental that I bring to it. But we also live in a society.
It's mostly other people being jerks, which is why you're being ignored here, but we do have some ownership of our own vibe. We need to be a little bit more dominant and not be so like, maybe I could, if you guys would just listen to me for just a second, maybe I could. Also, if you walk around with your head down like this, like all scared and stuff, people will be more likely to bully you. They will be drawn to you like a moth to a flame, and it might be happening on a subconscious level that they don't even realize. That's why it's important to develop our confidence.
A society that hates people that look like me just because of what we look like. Some of the bad things that happen to me are going to be because of that. I guess this is my crying out. I don't want to feel invisible.
Okay, well, like I said, I don't think it's related to your weight. I think people are just jerks. It's happened to me. It's happened to other people that I know. Next. Alright, this one contains what I'm guessing is copyrighted music, so I will sing it. From my birth to my grave, every step I've taken, my body came through the joy and the pain. We dance in the river, we sing in the rain. My body is my body, but through me and of me. Oh God, what an honor to see her, to know her, to love her. Ooh. Oh, man. And then at the end, she holds her chest and smiles in the mirror. Alright, and then we wrapped it up with a song from Tessa Violet and Brie. When I first heard that song, I actually thought it was Taylor Swift. I'm sorry, Taylor Swift, and I'm sorry to all of Taylor Swift's fans. I love that video because the woman is looking at herself in the mirror and singing this song and going like this. I love when people get all emotional with themselves in the mirror. I can imagine myself like listening to some Dr. Dre looking in the mirror and going, now in my younger days I used to sport a rag, backpack full of cans plus the 4.4 mag. And then you see me looking in the mirror going like, anywho, what did you think of the clips that we just saw? Have people in power used propaganda to brainwash you into not being attracted to obese people? What do you think of that lady telling her kid that you can run if you're obese? And why the hell are corn chips so damn expensive these days? Leave a comment below. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.